Yeah, started going on it. Going on to myself, and I realised I wasn't even fucking filming. Jesus, there's a few. There's a few right now. Jed would put it to us all. You know, what happened to Kesha? You know, she had that one where she took the piss out of Mick Jagger, and then they celebrated him because she mentioned his name. It was like the first person to mention his name in years. So they celebrated him instead. But fucking, all I remember is kids around me, like when I was growing up, going, yeah. Physical and sexual abuse, basically, from a very young age. I just remember hearing it basically ever since she's been famous, she's just been getting raped by this horrible bastard. And it's like, Jesus fuck. It's a really brave lady. Suffered fucking terribly awful. Really fine lady too. Jesus. She even co-wrote songs for Britney Spears, Ariana Grande, or Ariana Grande. I bet she's probably suffered as well. I haven't even gone into that one. Miley Cyrus, Miranda Cosgrove, Gary T, she would have suffered too. So she looks like she's smiling. That's nice. That's good. That's happy. Kesha's not smiling. Well, no, occasionally she is, but she looks like kind of like not too sure if she should be smiling or not. No, tell you what, she looks happy there. Bright colours. That's lovely. I thought she was from Australia. So I was just under the illusion of like, oh, she's from Australia and it's all cool there. And then suddenly I remember I just bulimia, nervous eating disorder, basically don't eat because of how much she's been raped. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. You know, she had good taste. She loved Iggy Pop, loved Dolly Parton. Iggy Pop was sick. You know, that's the funny one. I didn't mention that one. That's the whole joke of it, is it not? You got Ewan McGregor in the movie. Ewan McGregor looks up to Iggy Pop. In reality, and he always laughs it off. Jodie. Oh, Iggy Pop, daddy. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. He was gay as fuck, apparently, Iggy Pop was. He had a lot of gay lads who Jodie knew live on the grounds of his property when he lived in England. I think it was when he was doing shit for David Bowie. Yeah. Gay as fuck. That's the joke. Jodie knows nothing about Iggy Pop. He loved Eric Clapton. His dad, and I used to say he hated this. Oh, he didn't drink with him constantly. So I'd be like, oh, Jodie's dad was drinking buddies with Eric Clapton. I don't know if I've said that. sick. And he loves Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, and Comfortably Numb. He the only thing he knows about Iggy Pop is the fact that fucking he's gay. That's it. He knows nothing else about him. I didn't even know Iggy Pop was gay until Jodie told me. He keeps that concealed in the Iggy Pop documentary. I loved Iggy Pop. Thought Iggy Pop was sick. You know, I loved Lou Reed and I loved Iggy Pop. They didn't really they sucked up to him, used him to like promote his music, and they just felt that and felt shat on, and they both just felt that. Even here in the Iggy Pop documentary, he's like, I just felt like I was just out of place here. I went back to America to do my own music again. I loved Give Me Danger, Oh Little Stranger. You know, very humbly admitted I watched the Jim Morrison documentary. Who fucked it up with a girl he loved, did he not? And then killed himself. I think she killed herself first and then he killed himself. Tragic romance. He watched the Jim Morrison concert and then did I'm a danger, oh little stranger, and I'll feel you at ease. You're my danger, a little stranger, and I'll feel your disease. Nothing of my dreams but some ugly memory. Kiss me like the ocean breeze. Basically, mate, Iggy Pop is the fucking legendariest guy in the rock. Iggy Pop is who Jack Black bases himself on at the beginning of Jack Black's School of Rock, which is hilarious, is it not? When he fucking chucks himself in front of the crowd and everybody moves out of his way because they hate him. Iggy Pop did that. He changed his album. They all wanted to hear I Want to Be a Dog from the first album, and he'd just done Give Me Danger, and they'd done 1970 as well. They did a couple of albums like Quick Fire Motion, just poof, 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 got on a load of drugs and was just fucking making these albums like, and they were sick. Give Me Danger. No, okay, 73's Give Me Danger. There's another one, I do believe. And then there's 1970, which is sick. It's Antonio. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Sick. Radio station. I think it's that. I can't remember the lines, but it's sick. No. Kesha's. I was looking at Iggy Pop then because it has a picture of Iggy Pop and Dolly Parton. So I thought, yeah, it does say he's bisexual here. To be fair, I don't know. Actually, no, fucking hell. It's called bulimia nervosa. Why do you think it's called bulimia nervosa? Because you're nervous. You know, you're that nervous you can't eat. You've got a eating problem. Keep throwing up, like Amy Winehouse did. Well, you binge eat and then you throw up a bit because you've eaten too much. I've been there. I've had to do that because I've got kidney stones. If I eat too much, like too much, and I can eat too much because I fast quite a bit sometimes. So I can just stuff myself. I can eat like more than Jodie's even said. It's the people who don't look like they could eat loads can eat fucking loads because they don't eat loads. Because of that, when if they really put it to them, they can fucking eat a banquet. I can eat a banquet and not even look that. I look like I put on some weight. I don't look that much fatter, but the reason why I'd have to throw up a bit, not all of it, but a bit of it, is because fucking that's gonna give my kidney stones absolute aching. I won't get a good night's sleep. Somebody would say to me, why don't you go to the hospital and just get it done? I fucking hate hospitals, mate. You know, if anything, for me, that's like a gastric band. It's like a different kind of gastric band. Self-inflicted gastric band to keep me relatively not too fat. Oh my Jesus. I was looking for this fucking elastic band all night. I had to cut up another fucking set of headphones, bite off another set of headphones because I've lost my scissors. Fucking it was on, I put it on top of the whiskey bottle, staring me in the face. Jesus, look at the difference. Oh shit, Kesha. Jesus. Neutral Milk Hotel, something which Big Brother Adam loved. Neutral Milk Hotel. She loved them. She's got a wide range of fucking knowledge of music. She's a fucking very fucking talented artist. Really underrated, really unsung hero, and she's like really been abused. Sorry, Kesha, for not saying something before. I was thinking I should go on tour myself. Go on tour. Go on down. Get myself a passport. And thing is, I'm shit scared of transatlantic flights. See if I can get a ferry. But there's more shit to do on a ferry. Sometimes they even have a cinema room. I shouldn't. Well, no, I'm thinking I won't. I'll sleep rough. Sleep like a tramp. Go when it's hot. It's always hot in LA. You know what I mean? Sleep like a tramp, mate. James Edwards said it's sound. Might as well do that. And then just go busking around. So I'll have good bit of money to spend. And watch a cinema movie. See what the movies they've got in the cinema room. Have a meal. Go into the gift shop. That's always fun. I always loved going in and out the gift shop. Sometimes they have a games room and you play on the PlayStation 4. I might even bring my own PES 2021. Yeah, I'll tell you, see if I can get a ferry to America. I fucking hate flying. I'm like Dennis Bergkamp. All it was with me, I just had a dream. I just had this dream, and I was on a transatlantic flight, and I just thought, fucking hell, we're like sardines up in here. We're completely helpless on this vast fucking bit of sky. Anything could happen, and we'd be fucked. And we're up there for hours. And then just woke up. Felt like something was in it, both. And it just, ever since, and it was quite a recent trip, I've just been shit scared of the idea of getting on a transatlantic flight. I mean, I'll do it if I have to. Ryanair it. Cheapest one, is it not? A plastic seat. It's rough as fuck. Oh dear. Especially when at one point because it was courtesy of Big Brother Paul and Linda, so we'd go by British Airways. It was lovely. British Airways was like, that's lovely. It was a nice array of snacks and like the snack choice and shit like that in Ryanair. Like the food you get is like, oh god. But still gets you from place to place, and it's cheaper. You can't complain too much. That's me. When I go, I'll send back a letter from America. I could never cover that. That is just mint. That's a fucking sick shit. Yeah, they did 500 miles. That's sick. Yeah. But fuck me, letter from America, sick. Immediately I'm going off, like tune with it. It's just mint. The two brothers, like Jedward, but Scottish. They were sick. Fucking proclaimers. I'll take it. Well, naturally, they won't like me turning up and singing songs. And very good with people and cameras. Knowing what to say. Which, makes people not know what to say back. I might get arrested, that's the only issue. Getting arrested. But it'd be worth it, mate. Fucking hell. They might taser me, I'll have to prepare for that. But mate, tell you the truth, I've had enough electrodes put through me now. What can more do any harm other than zap me out more? Somehow it just some kind of will just more brain damage, more willing to suffer. Some others that have caused people's suffrage suffer too. Even more. It's like their own fucking doom. The more they give me clue. I was like, good old Saint Elmo, is it? Like the Saint Elmo's fire. Have you ever looked in Saint Erasmus? That's the best way to call him. Also known as Saint Elmo. And basically it was like, for doing what he did, Caesar, he came back as Erasmus, and literally these guys, there's like pictures of him getting tortured to this level. And somehow he miraculously, and it's not like they made up him, he's actually recorded in history that he somehow miraculously came back together again to then just further be tortured. His abdomen was slit open, his intestine wound around his windlass. This version has developed more interpreting an icon that showed windlass signified patron of sailors. Like shit they do to Erasmus is what they do to fucking Mel Gibson and Braveheart sort of shit. And then he came back and he just got further tortured and went through all the different medieval torture methods of the era and just had them all inflicted upon him. The spikes, God knows what, all sorts, all round Europe. just to inflict torture on others later. Know how bad it is himself. Jesus. Ooh. You know, it's not easy. Put it that way. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. Oh dear. And what is cooler is the St. Elmo's fire. Is an actual fire which they named after St. Erasmus, and it's a fire which can be seen, has been seen many times, just before a fucking like big disaster happens. Like it was seen before the Hindenburg disaster, the St. Elmo's fire. It's one of them. It's like a warning fire, which many people have seen before, like big disasters in history. Cool as fuck. Yeah. Kesha. You know, what the fuck, basically. And then there's another one as well. Machine Gun Kelly. You know, Machine Gun Kelly was sick, the original Machine Gun Kelly. George Kelly Barnes. What did he do? His favourite weapon was a Thompson machine gun. That's why he was a submachine gun, so. Like that. Like the classic fucking looking gangster fucking machine gun. He's best known for kidnapping the oil tycoon and businessman Charles F. Urschel. Urschel eventually helped solve the crime himself by carefully noting every piece of evidence of his whereabouts during his captivity, despite being blindfolded, and leaving fingerprints on every surface he could reach. After being released after the ransom was delivered, Urschel was able to supply ample information for the FBI to solve the crime. Fucking fair play. So Urschel fucked him, but he still had to go trying to get the devil. You know what I mean? And they did collect a 200 grand ransom, around 4 million for inflation now. But then when Urschel, got him in the end with the FBI, bootlegger and fucking shit like that. But then you got somebody who's used his name to just rape I do believe he's raped one of the Jenners. You know, the Jenners and the Kardashians are safe. You know, Big Lou loves Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. He says like they take loads of bad criticism off people, but they're still making loads of money because people are still commenting. Yeah, I do believe it's Kylie Jenner. I think so. But if I'm right, Caitlyn Jenner. What a fucking legend. You know, they had all this shit happen to them. And Rob Kardashian died and all of that shit. And, you know, he's married to Valerie Perrine. He's married to a really fine lady, you know. Valerie Perrine. Oh my God. Not to mention, Margot Kidder, fine, but Valerie Perrine. Oh my God. Oh, she a wobbly lady. Oh, it's like Valerie Perrine. Oh, she's got a lovely lady head. She's got a lovely lady everything. She's lovely. She looks beautiful. She's amazing. Suffering from Parkinson's. That's tragic. She's beautiful, Valerie Perrine. Love Valerie Perrine. She's one of my favourite actors. Just watched her films, like went through her movies. Like, she's done some sick films about this geezer who could just travel in his head. Brilliant. She was sick in Superman. It's like, woof. It's mint. Yeah, she ran out with him. You know, he had the world, Chico, and everything in it. And he joined them. Great athlete as well, gold medalist twice. Pan American Games as well. William Bruce Jenner. And to entertain him for all their hard times, he became Caitlyn Jenner. And, you know, comedy gold, mate. It's funny as fuck. But, mate, it's because he's got fine ladies who are getting picked on and sexually abused. Tragic. They're lovely. See the lovely people. America needs to get ship-shaped, you know, because this is not what Valerie Perrine would want, or you know what I mean? Queen Brittany and that, like, I want to see this kind of America. Jane Fonda, President Jane Seymour Fonda, she worked with Valerie Perrine. She's worldly. They don't want to see shit like this. They don't want to see this kind of America. You know, not as, you know, Beyonce or Aretha passed away now because his sister Rosetta Tharpe. Oh, she was original Aretha. If you ever seen Sister Rosetta, oh my God. She does the original Down by the Riverside, and oh my God, she does it sick. She's got like a choir of boys, and she's like, oh, hey. And it's funny as fuck. She does it sick. She's got a hell of a set of lungs. I plays the guitar and that. Came down to Manchester or somewhere like that. Like, you can see the old fucking Manchester kind of station. And Buckhead in the rain and fucking played. Really sick lady. I don't want to see this kind of America. Maybe we need to, you know, play America down a bit. I have to go on tour to America. America. America is where I made my fortune. I believe in America. America is where I made my fortune. And this sly bastard, he did that to my daughter. You know what I mean? The values have gone out the window. Just a tad. Maybe it never really had the values. You know, the Adams family values.